All right, so here we are with a stream that I'm going to be doing, just talking about this channel because I kind of just want to do a little address here and discuss a few things. Maybe, probably most stuff that some stuff people know already, some stuff people have noticed. What I will say right off the bat, though, this is not an end of the channel type video. No, this channel's still going to go on. I'm still streaming. I'm still doing gaming and all that, but I did want to make a video to, I guess, just put all of it in one, or a stream, to put all of it in one place, so, you know, whoever wants to know can just come right here and hear where things are at right now. So I just finished Deltarune. And hey, Phantom and Zio, how are you? So I just finished Deltarune, which is kind of the last series that I had that was ongoing. Yeah, right now I don't have anything on the plate as far as YouTube stuff. Like, I still do stuff over on Twitch. I still do stuff over, and I'll still do stuff on YouTube. But, you know, YouTube, the thing with YouTube and when I started doing the Twitch channel was I was going to be kind of splitting what I was doing between the channels. YouTube was going to be mostly Paper Mario stuff, and otherwise games that I had already started on YouTube in years past, or series I've already started on YouTube in years past, I would continue on YouTube. So, for example, Deltarune, I started that 4 years ago, back when I was still doing everything on YouTube. So I was like, all right, I'm going to keep doing that here on YouTube. When Hollow Knight Silksong comes out, I play Hollow Knight on YouTube, so I'm going to play that on YouTube as well when that comes back, or when that comes out. Book-based gaming, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, so I've been discussing, I've been doing that basically for the last couple of years, and you know, it's been fun. I got no issue with continuing that. I mean, on Twitch right now, I mostly play Fortnite, but I do still sometimes do other random stuff. Some stuff I've uploaded on YouTube, or clips on YouTube, like when I played those couple bad games that we just threw out randomly one day. I forgot what they were called, but I have a video on that. You know, that's on there. And I play Ghost of Tsushima. You know, I didn't do that here on YouTube. I'm doing that over on Twitch. I do have them saved. I may upload them to YouTube at some point, or may I upload edited down content. I played a game like Stray, for example. That's another one. Yeah, anyway, point being, I had it kind of separated where I was doing stuff on Twitch and I was doing stuff on YouTube, but YouTube was mostly going to be Paper Mario stuff, maybe Nintendo stuff, with continuing things. But right now, the thing is, and hey, Shane, how are you? The thing is, my current work schedule, I'm basically doing at a minimum 55 hours a week, like at a minimum. Some weeks it's more than that. Some weeks it's over 60. I think one week I had like a 70-hour work week recently, and you know, it's good because, you know, I'm able to make more money and get done what I need to get done in real life, but that's come at the cost of producing content for this channel. And it's not that I don't have any free time, but a lot of the free time that I have had has gone to other things outside of streaming. And otherwise, when I am streaming and playing games, honestly, it's mostly been playing Fortnite, which I'll talk about in a bit. But that's kind of where I want to talk now about, actually, Paper Mario, which is kind of the big thing on this channel. It's the draw of the channel, pretty much, as far as what I do. Whenever I do stream Paper Mario, it usually gets the most views, it gets the most attention. I haven't done anything Paper Mario wise besides that Paper Yoshi 64 mod. I haven't done anything Paper Mario since the Jam Showcase. That was back in March. But even before that, when was the last time I had like a thing going for Paper Mario? I did a T2ID Tower of Trials thing, but that was again one stream. I'm just looking for like the last time I actually did a I did a Paper Mario open world randomizer run. I don't think I've done a run in Paper Mario of anything or had a run going since last year. Yeah, since last November when I finished my T2ID Remake Level 0 run. Is he talking about this channel? You know, am I? That's a good question. But yeah, no, so Paper Mario has, you know, been a big thing for most of the last 8 years since I started playing it, since I did my... I think the first thing I really did was the T2ID pre-Hooktail pit back in like 2017. And, you know, it's been a big part of the channel, but it hasn't really been happening since November, so the last like 8 months. Outside of an occasional stream here and there when something comes out or a mod comes out. And I was going to do a Dark Star Edition run. And I still might. But when I think about the limited time that I have, and I think about that, I don't really... I sometimes get time to play games, but to commit to a full run of a game that's going to take multiple parts... You saw what happened with Brothership, where it took me 6 months to beat it, or whatever it was. See what happens with something like... even Deltarune. Deltarune came out, what, 2 months ago, and I just beat it finally, or a month and a half ago? Like, it took me forever to even get through those 2 chapters, and that was... I just want to see, when did Chapter 3 come out? Okay, back in early June, so it's only like a month and a half. Ooh, Brothership Pog. Yeah, I know, that was an ongoing stream and stream series. And yeah, so I guess the point I'm trying to get at here, the main thing is that I don't know when I'm going to be actually doing another like full Paper Mario run outside of a mod coming out. When a mod comes out, whether it's a short mod or a big mod, a full mod, I'm going to play it. And that's going to be played right away, and that's going to get done ASAP because I'll be really interested in playing that. But doing challenge runs and going back and playing Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door again and again and again and again and again, you know, the normal games. Not going to say it's never going to happen, but it's probably not going to be a thing that you'll see regularly on the channel anymore. There are just other things I want to do. Like I brought up before how I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima on Twitch. Well, even that game, I haven't played in like 3 weeks. And I really like that game. Ghost of Tsushima is awesome. Like the way it plays and the story so far, like I'm really enjoying it, but there's still other things I want to do. Same thing, I want to play Dark Star Edition again, but there are just other things I want to do, and I don't have the time to do all these different things. I'm really enjoying Fortnite right now. Like a lot of the stuff in Fortnite had this new mode called Blitz come out. I'm really enjoying that and playing that and having a lot of fun on that. And that takes up like most of my freedom because that's what I want to play. Plus I also play with some viewers, and you know, it's tough to manage the limited time that I have. Now, of course, if anything changes in the future and I get more time, then, you know, I'll get into at least maybe playing with some of the mods again, and you know, like Dark Star Edition and whatever else, because, you know, Dark Star Edition is one I legitimately do want to play again, but it's just, I know if I start the run now, I might get a couple days in of really playing a lot of it, and then it'll be like, okay, I'm going to play it once a month or once every other month. And usually by the midway point to end point of those streams, like, people have probably already lost interest in it. So, you know, it's tough. It's tough to manage the limited time that I have, but I'm still gonna play mods though of Paper Mario, because, you know, when that comes out, when something like a new mod comes out, like I think the next big one is gonna be the Down Bad edition. At least that's the one that seems to be making the most progress. So, you know, when that comes out, I'm gonna do a playthrough of that, and we're gonna, you know, that's gonna be a priority for me to play. Down Bad, yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'll double check that just to make sure I got that right. Oh, you want to play that? Oh no. Oh yes, I'm gonna play that. I mean, if it sucks, then I'm not going to finish it. But you know, as long as it's at least a good mod, I'll be finishing that up. Yeah, it is down bad. Okay. Oh, this sounds fascinating. Yeah. And, you know, same thing like with the Bug Fables Plus thing. Like, that just happened to come out on a weekend. I was going to be off from work. So I had a few days off and I was able to really just sit down and grind that out and play a lot of it and you know, do it all in one weekend. But if I hadn't have done it in that one weekend, or if that came out like a week later, I probably would have gotten done with like 2 hours of it by now. And probably would have taken another 2 months to finish it. So, depends on your definition of good. Yeah, I guess we'll see about that then, Shy. Guess we'll see about that. So yeah, anyway, because of my work schedule, it's creating, you know, it's making it hard to replay things over and over again. Except, like I said, Fortnite on Twitch, I'm still playing that pretty regularly. I play that at least 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on what's going on in the game and if there's stuff I like going on in the modes that I play. Like, I mostly play Blitz mode and Reload and sometimes the main mode, but not really that as much. Yeah, that's the one thing I do consistently. Like I said, there's a few reasons for that. One being I really like the game right now. I like the stuff that I'm doing in it. And also, there's, you know, it's an online game. I play with people like, well, used to play with Shy, but he retired. I play with others who are on the channel though, who I don't think are in the chat right now. But it's you know, it's just one of those things where the limited gaming time I do have, I think I spend a lot of it on Fortnite, and sometimes I'll, you know, make time for other things, like I said, Ghost of Tsushima or Deltarune, like I did this past weekend, where or the last few days, where I just started grinding that out, and we managed to finish Chapter 4. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at with that. So I do still stream a lot on Twitch, is what I'm trying to get at. YouTube will be doing streams. Like I said, when Hollow Knight Silksong comes out, I think that's it's probably the next thing that's coming out, at least if it does come out. Then it'll be what I play here when that releases, which I heard is sometime in September or October potentially, but we'll see. Oh, but you know what? I will also still be doing stuff, like one-off stuff too, that I do, like the Super Paper Mario run that I do like once or twice a year. That'll be happening in September probably. I mean, it's Shane's birthday request. He's here, or he was here anyway. I don't know if he's still here, but it's Shane's birthday request. So, you know, we'll be playing Super Paper Mario in September, whether he wants me to or not. And that's that. Otherwise, the next month or two, I just need to figure out what I have for stuff to do. I could always try, if I get the itch, to do like the 1-hour challenge runs again. You know, I'll throw a run or two up here on YouTube for that. We'll see if we can beat my previous high score, which I think was 216, but might have been higher actually. I don't remember what my high score is. I think that covers that. And then there's also there's Matt, who we haven't had on the channel outside of the one. I think it was oh wait, no, actually he wasn't even, because I didn't do the Mute House on YouTube. He hasn't been on a stream on YouTube, I think, since Yakuza 4, which was back in 2023. And yeah, that's also probably a thing that's not going to be happening very much. Like when Tormented Souls 2 comes out, and because I play Tormented Souls on YouTube, I'm going to be playing Tormented Souls 2 on YouTube. Whenever that comes out, he'll probably be on that. But I think the Yakuza series, whenever I decide to finish that up, will be done. It'll be done on YouTube, but I'll probably be doing it by myself, because it's not really to do with him. It's more so, I mean, it's partially to do with him, but it's more so to do too with how I have to set things up in order for us to be able to actually like sit and stream in my room. And for 2 people, it's not really the most optimized stream setup for that. and so I have to switch things around. I have to move things, and I have to basically, it's a pain in the ass to do that. So, you know, Matt isn't going to be on here as much, but we'll still get him on for random stuff every once in a while. Maybe he'll want to play Mario Party at some point. Love Mario Party. Should play Mario Party Superstar. That's another thing I'd like to play more, and I don't. I was enjoying doing some of the like challenge runny stuff I was trying in that, but just one of those things that kind of fell by the wayside. And so all in all, as far as the future of the channel goes, it's not going anywhere. The streams are just going to continue being, I mean, I was going to say they're going to start being infrequent, but they've kind of already been infrequent. Like, before the Bug Fables Plus ring came out, I was doing maybe 2 to 4 streams a month, maybe 5 or so. Like, it's once a week, if even that. Like, you know, this month has been a lot more, I've had a lot more stuff to do between Deltarune and the Bug Fables Plus stuff, but the bottom line is right now, with my work schedule and the limited time that I have to play games, I just can't really devote that much time. Well, I can't say I can't, but I just won't devote that much time to gaming on here, as much as I used to, where I used to be able to do, like, you know, working a full-time job and doing 30, 40-hour weeks of streaming, or maybe not, it wasn't that much, but it was like more like 20 hours a week. I don't get that much in anymore, unfortunately. But it's all good. It's all good, because that's the way life goes. Sometimes you just have to put certain things on the back burner. And, oh, that's the other thing, too, I wanted to discuss, before I forget. The series I was going to do, and which I was in the middle of before my work schedule really amped up, was that Perfect Blueprint to Boss Design Paper Mario. It was really going to be like a whole series, not just the boss design, but Perfect Blueprint to whatever in games. And then I'd pick a game and I would discuss why I feel it, you know, it nailed whatever I'm saying it nailed. I just couldn't. I can't. Well, again, not saying I can't, but I'm not working on that at this point, because the limited time I do have, I don't want to spend editing a video that honestly just it's you know, I like, I'm torn about it, because I really did want to finish at least the boss design one for Paper Mario and go through the rest of that. Like, I probably have part 2 edited about like 30%, but it's just not going to happen like anytime soon. Not going to say it's never going to happen, because again, if things change and I have a lot more time and I can put more time into doing editing and stuff, then or I have more time that I'm willing to put into doing editing and stuff, then yeah, I'll get part 2 and I'll get part 3 done. But for now, though, I just can't. I can't mentally put myself to editing, because I hate editing. I could hire someone too, but I don't want to hire anyone for that, because I don't really make all that much money on this channel, so it's not worth it to me to hire an editor. The videos themselves, I mean, you know, it did good. It had 400 views, it had 38 likes. I mean, it did very well for my channel, but I just don't know if it's worth the time that it takes to do it. Or I'm sorry, the money that it would take maybe to have someone edit it. And the time for me, if I chose. But all right, I think that's about it. I don't really have anything else to discuss. This whole thing was, again, just to once again summarize, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to be streaming on YouTube as much anymore. It'll probably be 1 or 2 streams a month until I get more time to do stuff, or unless something comes out that I really want to grind and play above anything else, including Fortnite. And you know, that could be a Paper Mario mod, that could be another Bug Fables mod, that could be something coming out like Hollow Knight Silk Song. When I want to continue the Yakuza series, it'll be something like that. So that is it. I don't know if anyone in the chat wants to say anything, but yeah, I guess it's better to have some priorities in order, at least something I need to work on. I mean, it's tough because like I said, I do want to do a lot of stuff gaming wise, but it's just not enough time. But yeah, I guess that's it. So I will be playing Fortnite later today on Twitch. So Twitch is twitch.tv/GamerFourFun. You can check me out there. But that's it pretty much. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. I hope if anyone wants to leave a comment in the in the comments, do that. If you want to give any feedback, if there's if you still want to see something, like if there's something that I see a lot of people want to see and a lot of people consistently want to see, I'll try and make time for that. The thing is, I also don't think there's not like, there are things that certain people want to see, but there's not a lot of like support for any one idea or any one specific thing. So, if I see like people are recommending something specifically, then I'll try and make time to do it. But otherwise, yeah, we'll just keep going as we go, and we'll get Paper Mario stuff in every now and then. Like, I do want to, like I said, Dark Star Edition is probably the next thing I do whenever I do decide to start that run. I probably have to figure out when I have some time off and can really put time into it, but right now I don't have any time off that I see coming in the near future, so it is what it is. But thank you all, take care, and I'll see you next time.